It's been 30 years since the making of Tombstone. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of that project? You know, I think I'm looking at this picture, I think of Billy Paxton. What a terrific guy. And Sam, who I lovingly referred to as Eeyore. And then I had a great relationship with Val. We had a special relationship. We just clicked. They were a great group of actors, people. And Sunday, my horse Sunday, had the best horse you could possibly have. It was a great horse. I can just remember when we finished, all I wanted to do was get on that horse. And in those days, you know, they were always very careful with, you know, horses and where they were going. And I just turned to the wrangler and I said, nobody can catch me on this thing, so don't bother trying. And I said, I'm going for a ride. And he said, got it. I just took off and spent about an hour with Sunday, and it was a release.
It's honestly wild to think that Tombstone turns 30 years old. Hearing Kurt Russell reflect on the film now hits differently, because you can see how much heart, grit, and authenticity went into bringing Wyatt Earp to life. When he talks about filming through the heat, the dust, and the long days on set, you realize this wasn't just another Western. It was a piece of American cinema that connected generations and continues to inspire new fans today. You can tell that even Russell didn't expect the movie to stand the test of time the way it did. What makes his reflection so impactful is how grounded and emotional it feels. He admits that when production wrapped, he wasn't sure if people would remember the film, and now it's quoted, celebrated, and referenced everywhere, especially scenes like the OK Corral standoff and that iconic line, "You tell them I'm coming. And hell's coming with me." Doc Holliday's one-liners. But when you revisit it years later, the themes, honor, loyalty, consequences, brotherhood, means so much more. Seeing Kurt Russell acknowledge that same emotional shift reminds us that great films don't fade, they grow. And that's why after 3 decades, we're still quoting it, still sharing it, and still feeling something every time that music swells and Wyatt walks down that dusty street.